sau đây chúng tôi xin được trân trọng mời lên sân khấu ông Anantharaman Sritharan, Tổng Giám đốc FWD Vietnam sẽ lên sân khấu chia sẻ với chủ đề định vị thương hiệu bằng chiến lược điện tử. And now we would like to invite Mr. Anantharaman Sritharan, General Director at FWD Vietnam, to come on stage and deliver his talk about the topic positioning in a crowded sector. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you. Xin chào các bạn. First and foremost, thanks to Forbes for inviting us for this conference. Thanks to each and every one of you for taking time and joining this conference. Special thanks to you because you have come back after a tea break. You could have decided to walk out, so thanks again. But for that Xin chào các bạn, all of my talk is going to be in English. So let me also thank in advance the interpreters who are there in the boxes, who are helping some of you and helping me definitely interpret, Mr. Khan and Ms. Quinn. Thank you for what you're going to do over the next 20 minutes. So the brief given to us was we need to tell a story. So we have designed it in such a way that in the next 20 minutes, we will tell you a story. The story of FWD brand in Vietnam. Life insurance. When you hear the word life insurance, probably it's the last thing you want to buy. You remember one agent who has been troubling you regularly and you want to stay away from that phone call. That's what is the association typically with life insurance is and has been for so long. So the challenge was, how do we change this perception to life insurance fundamentally? And before that, why this perception at all about life insurance? How is it that we are going to build a brand which is a challenger brand, which is a disruptor brand, FWD in Vietnam? So we started our journey in Vietnam a couple of years before. There are 18 life insurance companies in Vietnam. Of course, when we started in June 2016, we were one amongst the last. We were just making a beginning. So the challenge for us was to make ourselves known and aware, and also build the insurance industry, create the awareness and consideration for them to buy insurance and buy FWD insurance. So that's going to be, in the next 20 minutes, the story of how we went about doing it. Why is the perception about insurance what it is today? Typically, insurance is seen from our research as irrelevant. It's very complicated. I just don't understand what I have bought. I bought a policy. 1 year down the line, I really have no idea what I bought. It's very complex to understand what it is. There is not enough element of trust. I probably trust a bank more than an insurance company, let's say. I apply for a claim, I don't get my claim. I thought I'm expected to get my claim. So there is a lot of element of mistrust in it. It's seen as quite boring. Probably insurance is the last thing you want to buy. If you want to think of something really interesting and trendy in insurance, I think it's going to be very boring. All the past perceptions. Lack of empathy and lack of engagement. I buy a policy today. The agent who sold it contacts me exactly 1 year later. Why? Because he has to collect the renewal premiums. Not because he wants to do any more service, or he or she. So there are a lot of strings attached to how insurance is seen and was seen by the customers for so long. So challenge ahead was, how do we put a new spin and make people see insurance in a positive frame? How do we bring relevancy to this business, to this product insurance? How do we make it simple and straightforward so that it is easy for a customer to understand, easy to buy, and easy to claim and get the benefits? In the process, can we build trust in insurance as a product category? How do you make it inspiring and not boring and predictable? How do you attach that element of care and show that empathy to the customer? It's not about selling today and collecting a renewal premium after 1 year. How do you keep the consistent engagement going with the customer through the life cycle and the life stage as he goes through? So a lot of things for us to consider, and therefore our aspiration was the need to frame insurance in a very positive space. So the vision of FWD is to change the way people feel about insurance. Who are the people that we are talking of? The customers, the employees who work in the organization, the distributors, the agents, the bank partners, the competitors, the regulators, a mixture of all individuals collectively need to be influenced to bring about this change. Digital is just one aspect of bringing about the change, but there are a lot of elements which need to change itself so that we truly transform the industry and change the way people feel about insurance. And in the process, it's extremely important to build a brand that's going to stand the test of time. So a lot of things need to go into building the brand. It's not about the marketing spend only. It's not about the TVC only. It's not about the digital activities only. Word of mouth, for example, is a huge brand builder. So in addition to doing all of this, how is it that we are going to build that challenger, differentiated brand in a digital way? So there are 3 things that we wanted to focus on. First, we need to get the product right. Yes, we can market and build a company which is good, but if the product has no substance, it's not going to fly. The aspiration is, can we be the Apple of insurance, right? It's a new product, it's different, it's unique. But what's different and unique is the product. How you market it is fantastic for sure, but the product is different, compelling. So can we be the Apple of insurance? That's where we say, can we be a digital insurer in Vietnam and in Asia? There are lots of things which we have done in the last couple of years over the products. One critical thing is minimizing the exclusions. So you buy an insurance product, you will have 20 points which says you are not protected for this. Nothing wrong? That's the way the business has been for the last several decades. No criticism of the way it has been done or the actuarial thinking behind it. But the fact is, it's very complex. The fact is, it's very protective from an organization point of view. It's looking inside out, not looking at a customer perspective first. So the first thing we did was minimize the exclusion list. Give more protection to individual at the same price. No increase in premium. So today, we are the first and only life insurer in Vietnam to offer life insurance product with the least exclusions. And when we did that, we had an opportunity to promote and build a brand through different ways of making a difference and making it count for the customers. Branding itself, what is it that we have done? We saw how customers see insurance as complex, not easy to understand, no trust. From a perspective of how the brand has been built, traditionally it's been built on emotion and fear. So you see a TV commercial of any life insurance company, at the end of the screen, you change the company name from A to B to C. It's all equally applicable. They show a happy family, suddenly one person is missing, it's a very sad family, and then future. So playing on the fear aspect, emotion aspect has been the traditional way of building a life brand. So we wanted to do it differently. We believe we need to bring in that spirit of adventure, joy, youthfulness, zest, fearlessness. People need to experience living. They need to live in the present. We need to cover their back. That's what we say. We cover your back. Your worries are behind you. Live life today. We protect you to the fullest. Our exclusions are the least. So that's the approach that we wanted to take, and we took actually. And in coming to Vietnam, the 3 things we wanted to do was, we had to be first in building the brand in a different, new way. If we are not able to do something first, that's okay, but we need to be fresh in whatever that we do. If we are not able to build it first, and if it's not fresh, can we flip it and look at the customer segment a bit differently? We have done quite a few things which are first for FWD Vietnam. We are the first and only life insurance company in Vietnam to offer direct-to-customer online products. So you buy insurance through an agent or a bank assurance or multiple channels. Now you can buy insurance online. So as we are talking in the next 10 minutes, if you want, You can go to fwd.com.vn and end up buying a cancer care policy for a premium as low as $10 or $20. By the time I'm done, your product is there, done, approved. Maybe some of you may want to try it. So making it simple, easy, first, available, and that's first. A lot of examples of first. This is just one example which I wanted to take. Fresh. The way we launched the brand, not the typical traditional way. We had a music video and we had a flash mob go with it. We call our tagline, get ready to live as, I'm going to try the Vietnamese now, Som Dai Tu Hôm Nay, get ready to live today. So, and that went really viral. We had Ms. Top Tien as the brand ambassador. Over 1.5–2 million views in the first 1 month of launch on YouTube and several other digital platforms. So it caught on. So the brand awareness started to pick up. Zalo is very popular. We heard some of the earlier presenters talk about it. Mr. Chu had a lot of examples which exactly resonated with what he was telling to what we were doing. So when we say Zalo, you have a cookie there. So we put in something called as a FWD cookie. You can say Xin Chao, come on, and whatever, and a whole lot of things. 19 million downloads of the quickie in less than a year of what we have launched. So how we want to make the brand aware differently, there are platforms available, it's for us to capitalize on. In flipping, typically you target customers who have an insurance product, want to buy. We said we will go for segment G. Individuals who do not have an insurance, but they are interested to buy an insurance, they do not know how and where to buy it from. So targeting the end customers, designing a product for them, designing a sales process and distribution channel for them, and making it available for them in a simple, convenient way. So we adopted all three for different purposes, first, fresh, and flip, to ensure that we are able to build a brand that picks up fast and is going to be sustainable. So what actually happened in the brand results? In less than 1 year of launching the brand, our awareness today is close to 30%, but what's more interesting is the consideration, which is about 50% of the awareness level. It's the highest in the industry today. So which means, if people are aware of FWD, they are not just aware, but they are considering to buy from FWD as well. So the total awareness amongst the 18 companies, we are number 6. Consideration, we are number 5. Conversion of awareness to consideration, we are 1. In terms of being seen as a different brand, we are different, number 1. In being seen as an most innovative life insurance company, we rank number 1. In being seen as a relevant company for the target audience and segment, we are again number 1. So a lot of work has gone in terms of the details. For simplicity and time, I'll say, what I heard Mr. Chu speak in terms of the data and analytics and the power of how you can use it, I will say we use the data and analytics and the power of it to get these kind of results and start. And therefore, we were awarded the Marketing Initiative of the Year for last year. We are the first life insurance company in Vietnam to be awarded this. So we had to get the award in Singapore. So we feel very proud of the fact that we have been able to do this in a short span of time, playing on the concept of changing the way people feel about insurance. The next aspect is the digitalization. How do we bring digital to our business? How do we bring digital to building a brand FWD itself? This is about rethinking the entire business model across elements and not just branding aspect. If you say, I'll do branding on digital, yes, you can do it, give you some mileage. But if you're going to touch each and every aspect of the business and therefore embed digitalization, whether it's product, back office process, sales, marketing initiatives, claims process, so on and so forth, the likelihood of truly having a digital insurer and therefore leveraging it for multiple purposes is much higher. Some of the stuff I'll quickly touch upon each of this. 100% cashless. They say, oh, Vietnam, you need to have cash. How are you going to do business cashless? We started the business from day one, 100% cashless. Customers pay premium to us. It's digital, online, or they can go to the bank branches. We have several advanced options, payment mechanisms, e-wallets today available in Vietnam for us to be able to capitalize on. We have signed up with PayU and the likes. We heard of Zalo Pay today. So huge opportunities for us to be able to say, we will have these tools available so that we can actually go cashless, and the regulators like it as well. 100% paperless. You buy an insurance policy from FWD Vietnam, no pen, no paper. It's all end-to-end electronic digitalized process. Whether it's the financial need analysis, application filling, illustration, e-application, e-signature, e-payment, e-submission, auto-underwriting, e-policy, end-to-end electronic, all digitalized processes. 100% e-recruitment. You want to join us as a distributor? The recruitment process is digitalized. Auto-underwriting. Half our policies, no human intervention. Machine underwrites. Because of the machine learning and AI techniques, policy automatically issued. E-policy, policy issued, customer portal, policy sent, you get a password ID, open, you have access, record there already. Having said that, there are many customers who said, no, we need physical copy of policy as well as a proof for a contract. We do both. It's not that you will get only electronic policy from us. Electronic policy you will get, but if you want a hard copy, we will give a hard copy of the policy also. CRM system, we heard about single view of the customer just by the last presenter. We have a CRM system already in place. It takes a bit of an investment, but it's worthwhile, meaningful, and relevant for us to invest at this stage of the business. You have a single view of customers. A customer sends you an email and calls you, you already have, the customer service executive already has all the details, and the whole transaction history of the customer, all policy holding, everything, single shot, single screen. So makes the interaction a lot easier and more engaging and easy for the customer. E-claims. You don't need to wait for long in queue, no need to submit papers or whatever. Send your claim application by email in 1 or 2 minutes, we'll get it processed. We have a fast-track processing system whereby in 15 to 20 minutes you get a decision on the claim application that you send. 24/7 e-withdrawal. You don't need to come to office to get your premiums or your rent, whatever back. In case you want to withdraw whatever you have put in the company as a top-up or whatever, you can go to your Customer Connect portal, auto e-withdrawal from your bank account, from FWD account to your bank account, money is transferred automatically, 24/7 option. So several aspects of the business have been digitalized. So when we say we need to build a brand which is digital, if we just try to build a brand alone with the help of digital tools, it will help, but it's not going to help in the long run. It's not something which will be sustainable and predictable in terms of how we build the business and the brand. So we said, here is a unique opportunity for us. The unique opportunity is we have no legacy. We are starting from zero scratch. This is the way we will build business. This is the way we will do. We went about doing it, and so far, we have lots more to do. We can see extremely positive response from the industry. There are people who want to join us. We asked them today, what's the reason you want to join FWD? They say, you're very digital. You're the digital insurer. Your products are very good. These are the top of the mind comments. The third comment is, of course, the way you build the brand is different. Traditional way is this. We really like the way you're building your brand. So in terms of ensuring that we have the core substance of the business digitalized, doing whatever we need to do in building a different kind of a brand, a challenger brand, we had that no legacy position because of which we could do it. The next big thing is, how are we going to make this product available 100% online? Is it practical? Do the regulations support? So we went through a lot of this in the first 12 months. And after that, sometime Q4 of last year, we signed an exclusive distribution arrangement with the e-commerce provider Tiki, and we launched our first product on a campaign basis. Subsequent to that, this year, March, we have launched a cancer care product, and I should tell you, the pickup of this is fantastic, and more than anything, it gives the convenience and the ease for a customer to buy it from the place they are sitting. 10 minutes flat. Now, insurance typically they say is sold. Nobody gets up in the morning to say, hey, I want to buy an insurance. People want to buy iPhone. I buy iPhone 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 plus, whatever. $1,000 every time I buy, and I keep upgrading. Why can't you buy insurance, which to me and to anybody is more relevant and more of a requirement than possibly graduating one level in an iPhone year after year or every other year? Awareness, whatever be the reason, or for that matter, the simplicity of it, ease of making it available, reducing the complexity, making it relevant, all of that. So we felt there is a huge opportunity. In addition to having our traditional channels of agency and bancassurance, we need to make it available direct to customer through an online e-commerce platform. And we went about doing this with the support of all relevant stakeholders, including the regulators. And we had some fantastic response in the first 4 months. And today, we can say There are close to 1,000 people who are buying every month. We are not selling. Close to 1,000 people are buying life insurance online from FWD every month, only in the city of Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi. So we have a 1-minute video to demonstrate what it is. The end-to-end digital sales model, which not only helps in branding, but in the overall business model itself, as to encapsulating all of the efforts across departments and functions in a 1-minute video. So have a look at the 1-minute video. Can you dim the lights, please? I get the easier opportunity to make all these nice presentations, but I do less of all of this. So I just want to mention the names of our team members who have actually been doing all this. Our CMO, Ms. Fung, Mr. Tui, Ms. Chi, all of them who are here. They have done some fantastic job in ensuring that we really establish a brand which is different, and we put in our best to change the way people feel about insurance. Now, what's the takeaway? What is it that you can be doing? Or some of the stuff which you may want to consider if you really want to do this. First of all, we strongly believe you need to have the courage and the boldness to challenge the status quo. You need to have the ability to accept failures. When you do all this, you will fail, but that's okay. Can you get up fast and move fast? Do you have the courage and the boldness? 2, this is not a function-dependent thing. This is an organization, enterprise-wide initiative. So every function needs to be linked properly, running in that one purpose, one vision, one direction, if you really need to make things happen. 3rd, it's not about working hard or smart, it's about being adaptable and flexible. One example is O2O, online to offline, similarly, offline to online. So with such a changing space on the digital or even the external environment today, do we have in the system the ability to adapt fast and keep changing? Online is not working, go offline. Offline is not working, go online. Or how do we mix and match both? If there is a grab which is there, do you have a grab agent application whereby you can grab an agent and say, I want to buy an insurance. Online is done, somebody comes and meets you to close. So lots of opportunities in terms of how nimble and agile we need to be. We need to be bold and courageous and flexible to be able to make a transformation and say, we are digital. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anantaraman.